Amid the glittering lights and blaring music of the big city, a grand wedding was being organized. There was a wonderful amalgamation of decorations all around, colorful flowers, twinkling lights, and fragrant delicacies. It was the wedding of the daughter of a well-known businessman of the city, and every corner was buzzing with guests. Amidst this crowd, Nandini was walking, laughing with her friends. Nandini, a young girl of 27, considered herself self-reliant and independent. Her bright eyes and candid laughter attracted everyone towards her. But Nandini was proud of herself and her life. She always considered functions like marriage as a social responsibility, where she had to go but was rarely interested. On the other hand, Kunal, who had come to the wedding with his parents, was a calm young man. Kunal, 30, was a software engineer who was completely absorbed in his younger sister's studies and taking care of the needs of the rest of the family. Even in the grand wedding ceremony, he kept himself away from everyone and stood in a corner with his family. During the function, there was an interesting twist. Nandini was so busy chatting with her friends that she did not even realize that her sari pallu got stuck in the chair. When she started moving forward, she tripped. Before Nandini could regain her balance, Kunal quickly moved forward and held her hand. "Are you okay?" Kunal asked worriedly. Nandini looked at him for a moment. His eyes reflected honesty and simplicity. Nandini composed herself and said with a smile, "Yes, thank you. Looks like my sari has taken a toll on me." Kunal laughed and said, "No, not hate. Maybe she is reminding you that sometimes it is necessary to walk slowly." Nandini agreed with a smile. It was the first time she had spoken to a stranger with such simplicity and politeness. Kunal bent down and removed the pallu of the sari from the chair and then looked at Nandini. "Now you can walk without worry." "Thank you, by the way you?" Nandini asked curiously. "Kunal," he replied briefly and left with a light smile. That small incident made Nandini think. She liked Kunal's simplicity and the way he helped her. On the other hand, Kunal was also not able to forget Nandini's smile and her playfulness. During the rest of the wedding function too, their eyes met many times. Every time Nandini's blooming smile brought a light smile on Kunal's face. Though the two didn't talk much, whatever conversation they had became special for both Nandini and Kunal. When the main wedding ceremony was over, Nandini and Kunal exchanged pleasantries. Nandini thought to herself, "This boy is different. No pretense, no artificiality." And Kunal too had the same thought, "That girl is so bindas and confident." This unexpected meeting made a special place in both their hearts. However, neither of them knew that this meeting was a sign of a new beginning in their lives. On that night in the city, where everyone was busy with the wedding celebrations, two hearts unknowingly felt drawn towards each other. This first meeting of Nandini and Kunal may have been ordinary, but the feeling behind it was extraordinary. After the wedding was over, both Nandini and Kunal returned to their respective lives. But the sweetness of this first meeting remained in both their hearts. They did not know that their small story was going to become a beautiful saga of love later on. Even after marriage, Nandini and Kunal's paths started to cross again and again. Although sometimes this clash seemed coincidental, and sometimes it seemed as if both of them were doing it deliberately. This balance between Nandini's playfulness and Kunal's seriousness was bringing both of them closer again and again. One day Nandini went to a kitty party at her friend Shweta's house. She was just in the mood to have fun, but as soon as she stepped in the door, she was shocked to see Kunal in front of her. Kunal had come there as a friend of Shweta's brother. "Hey, you here?" Nandini asked, smiling. "I should ask this question to you," Kunal replied with a light smile. Shweta is my friend. And you? Nandini looked questioningly. I am Aman's friend. He dragged me here, Kunal replied casually. After that day, the two opened up at the kitty party. Nandini's naughty talks made Kunal smile, and Kunal's calm nature made Nandini feel that he completely accepts her playfulness. Days passed and there were many such occasions when the two started meeting each other. Sometimes on the pretext of friends, sometimes at family events, the bond between the two started deepening. Kunal was impressed by Nandini's innocence and her positive attitude towards life, while Nandini was drawn to Kunal's maturity and his honest nature. One day, Nandini faced some problem in connection with her job. She was working on a new project, which needed technical help. Nandini immediately thought of Kunal. Though she knew that Kunal would definitely help, she was still a little hesitant. Finally, she called Kunal. Hello, Kunal. Yes, Nandini. Is everything all right? There was a slight worry in Kunal's voice. Yes, everything is all right. Okay. Actually, I need your help. Help? Tell me, what happened? Kunal asked immediately. I have a project in which I need some technical advice. If you can spare some time. Nandini left her sentence incomplete. Where are you? I will come and see, Kunal replied without thinking. Kunal went straight to Nandini's office from the office. He started looking at the project carefully and in a short time he told the solution to the problem. Nandini was impressed by his understanding and helpful nature. You are really a genius. Nandini quipped. And you are the overacting queen, Kunal replied with a smile. Overacting? I am thanking you for your help, and you are thanking me. Nandini said with her eyebrows raised. Okay. You said thank you, I don't need anything else, Kunal said laughing. That day, a new series of conversations started between the two. Both spent a lot of time together on the pretext of work. Kunal realized that Nandini is not just a naughty and playful girl, but there is also a strong and hard-working personality within her. At the same time, Nandini realized that Kunal's seriousness is just a part of his personality. He can also smile and laugh, just with the right person. When Kunal was helping Nandini, he was watching her very closely. The glimpse of passion and confidence in her eyes fascinated him every time. With every moment spent with Nandini, Kunal started realizing that she is starting to make a special place in his life. On the other hand, Nandini saw an untold beauty in Kunal's simplicity and honesty. She felt comfortable with him, as if she knew him forever. In the evening, when Kunal was about to go home, getting up, Nandini said laughingly, What is your fee, Mr. Engineer? Fees. Kunal was a little surprised. Yes, you have helped so much. You must want something in return. Nandini quipped. Will a coffee do? Kunal replied smiling. Sure. You tell me when. Nandini immediately agreed. Soon. Kunal left smiling. That small conversation took their relationship one more step forward. Both of them realized that what was happening between them was more than just a friendship. Both of them started feeling an unspoken pull in their hearts. After that day, the meetings and conversations between Nandini and Kunal started increasing. Nandini's mischief and Kunal's seriousness were binding both of them in a wonderful harmony. Both of them started realizing that a new story is starting in their life. But will this love blossom in this story? Will both of them be able to tell their hearts to each other? Only time will tell. The day started normally. Nandini was getting ready to leave her office, and Kunal was working on his project. But the evening changed everything. The clouds had gathered, and a light drizzle had started. Nandini got late to return home, and the rain intensified on the way. Nandini stopped her car on the side of the road and stood under a small shed. The rain was so heavy that nothing was visible in front. Then she saw a familiar face coming from the front. It was Kunal. "How come you are here?" Nandini asked in surprise. "I too got stuck in the rain on the way. Had to leave the car there," Kunal replied. "It's good that you came. Otherwise I would have been bored standing here alone," Nandini said laughing. Kunal looked at her face. His smile was shining even amidst the raindrops. But at the same time he saw that Nandini was shivering in the cold air. He immediately took off his shawl and put it on Nandini's shoulders. "What are you doing?" Nandini asked hesitantly. "You are shivering in the cold." "I can't see you getting sick," Kunal said in a calm voice. Nandini looked at him. The concern in his eyes touched Nandini's heart. It felt as if someone had cared for her so much for the first time. "Do you always care about others like this?" Nandini asked, smiling. "Maybe. Especially those who are close to me," Kunal replied seriously. At that moment, there was a silence amidst the raindrops. Both Nandini and Kunal felt their heartbeats getting faster. This feeling was new, but pleasant for both. The rain stopped after some time, but the connection that was formed between Nandini and Kunal became deeper. Nandini could not separate herself from the feeling that Kunal was not just a friend for her. Nandini's smile had made a special place in Kunal's heart. "Come, I will drop you home," Kunal said. "But what about your car?" "I can't go right now." "I can't leave you alone anyway," he replied, smiling. Nandini and Kunal kept talking throughout the way. But there was an unspoken feeling hidden behind everything. Both of them had understood that their relationship was now becoming something more than just friendship. That night, when Nandini reached home, Kunal's face kept coming in front of her eyes again and again. His smile, his concern, and the moment when he covered her with a shawl, everything had settled deep in Nandini's heart. On the other hand, Kunal was also thinking about Nandini's innocent face and her smile. The rain had erased the distance between them. Now their relationship had reached a new stage of friendship. But will they be able to share their feelings with each other? Or will this feeling remain buried in their hearts? Only time will tell this. The feeling of love between Nandini and Kunal was deepening. Their meetings had now become special. They started finding each other's company in every small and big thing. But this world of love was not that easy for them. Nandini's family comes to know about Kunal. One day, when Nandini was sitting with her parents for dinner, her father began talking in a serious tone. "Nandini, we have come to know that you are meeting a boy," her father said. Nandini said in shock, "Papa, You are of marriageable age now, and we have found a good match for you. The boy is the son of a big businessman. Your future will be secure," her mother added. Nandini was shocked to hear this. She understood that her parents would never accept Kunal. "But Papa, I am in love with someone," Nandini said in a low but firm voice. Her father's face turned red with anger. "Don't you understand? That boy is not of our level. We cannot marry you to a boy who is not our equal." Nandini tried to protest, but her voice was suppressed under the pressure of the family. When Kunal came to know about Nandini's family's displeasure, he decided to back out. "Nandini, I can understand your family's displeasure. I don't want a rift between you and your family because of me," Kunal told Nandini. "What are you saying, Kunal? I love you. Do you know how much you mean to me? Nandini said in tears. Nandini, your parents want a better future for you. Maybe I can't give you what they want. I am distancing myself for your happiness, Kunal said with pain in his eyes. This decision of Kunal was unbearable for Nandini. But Kunal tried his best to convince Nandini. He wanted Nandini to be happy with her family. The thought of Kunal going away started breaking Nandini from inside. She knew that it was not possible for her to stay away from Kunal. She decided that she would stand up against her family. One evening, Nandini mustered up the courage to talk to her parents. Papa, Ma, I love Kunal and will marry him, Nandini said firmly. What are you saying, Nandini? That boy is not worthy of you. He cannot give you the life we want for you, her father said angrily. You guys always talk about my happiness, but have you ever asked about my happiness? Kunal gives me the love and respect that probably no one else can give. I want to spend my life with him, Nandini said in tears. Her mother tried to convince her, but Nandini was firm on her decision. If you guys want my happiness, then give me the right to live with Kunal. I don't want to live away from you, Nandini said. Kunal also came to know about Nandini's struggle with her family. He was shocked to see that Nandini was fighting such a big battle for him. Nandini, why did you do all this? Kunal asked her. Because you are everything to me, Kunal. I can't imagine my life without you, Nandini said. Kunal hugged Nandini, seeing her courage and love. He understood that their love is strong enough to fight every difficulty. Now Nandini and Kunal together had to shoulder the responsibility of convincing their family. Will they be able to win this battle of their love? This will decide their next step. In front of the true feelings of Nandini and Kunal, their family members slowly understood how deep and true their love was. At first, the family members were against this relationship, as they could not understand the distinction of caste and social status of both. But with time, they saw that this relationship is not only full of love but also mutual respect and understanding. On the wedding day, Nandini and Kunal both smiled at each other as their hearts were tied to the same beat. The grand wedding ceremony had a glimpse of priceless love for each other in their eyes. The bride looked perfect in her red dupatta and Kunal in his suit. Their family members were now with them, and everyone's eyes were filled with joy and pride. When Panditji started the wedding rounds, every round was strengthening Nandini and Kunal's relationship. Already deeply attached to each other, this couple had now become an idol among the family. The two held each other's hands and started this journey where there was no end to love, trust, and dedication.